I have no clue. It's starting to be -degrees outside, which means that the AC is gonna be chugging harder. Which is just unfortunate, but such is how things be when winter approaches, I guess. It's stream day, as in, it's Viva Piñata Tuesday. Let me turn on the sounds and also make sure that this thing is properly configured. Uncertain if it is. I don't know. It's being a little finicky as of late. Most likely because of the fact that it's pretty dark in here. I have all of my lights on, but, you know, so it be sometimes. Oh gosh. Anywho, one shouldn't dilly-dally. I mean, make sure that the sounds are good. Hopefully they're not too loud. Hopefully they're not too low. We'll see how it goes. But we're playing good old Viva Pinata today, as per usual. I think we're finishing up the Macaraccoon garden. It's not really just Macaraccoons. It was named after the Macaraccoons, because that was the first Pinata that we really made, like, the primary resident. And now we have Banchicles, Funchogs, and Fizzly Bears as well. And Sweet Tooths, I suppose. I forgot those. We also have another Swanana that I think will just make itself a resident without any fuzz. Which is nice. Because I've had enough of high-level pinatas being particularly annoying about becoming residents. We had a Swanana last time that we got that we unfortunately had to get destroyed so we could get the crocodile. I'll say, no, Mr. Monkey. Maybe when I make a snake garden, which that's one of the things I might want to try today. Finish up all the sours, because we have two left. We have the Malawolf and we have the Bonboon. And then we have another Swanana. That's great. The Swanana would be a key component on getting the Malawolf. So that's nice. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else we should do in this garden before we move on. Obviously, we want to move this Swanana from here to another garden so we can get the Pigsy, because that kind of requires its whole own garden. We could romance the Fizzly Bears before we're done. The only problem with that is we need more raisins. Which, we have a garden where we were romancing raisins, but we never master romance them. So, that could be a thing we could do. That might actually be one of the goals for today's play session. I forget what the Fizzly Bear otherwise needs. I don't have a critical in this garden, Langston. Deal with it. I know they need to wear the Brigo backpack, if I'm not mistaken. It's either that or the Shark Tooth necklace, because haha, Banjo-Kazooie reference. So we should do the raisins while we're at it. And then after that we can perhaps do... Oh gosh, it depends on if we do the Pigsy first or if we do all the things with the snakes. Because you might as well do all of the snakes at once if you're gonna bother to do them at all. So we can get that Bonboon. Probably my least favorite pinata next to, well, currently the Eagler, but, like, that's less so based on its design and more so based on just being a bastard in the game. Anyways, let's romance some ants. Easy peasy enough. Love working with regular old non-flying pinatas, because flying pinatas are the worst when it comes to romancing or just doing anything, honestly. Just get stuck in things. Or they just won't stop flying. There we go. These raisins are surprisingly big when you take into consideration the size of the other items in that like romance minigame garden or whatever. I don't have really any particular piñatas in here that would be fun to send off, so I guess this random squirrel will do. This was the garden that we used to get arachnids. There. Don't walk in the water, mister. Okay, well, fuck off. You didn't even properly walk in it. I call shenanigans on that. Alright, so that's happening. The raisins are doing things. Maybe we should move these romance candies closer to the house. So I don't have to walk all the way over here to get candies. That should be smart. So just do that. There we go. Just double checking. There's a buzzage that wants to come in, and we, or rather I, would not want a buzzage at this moment. I have a lot of candies, yes, but I don't know. I have bad experiences. Don't. That is utmost pointless. Stop it. Everyone's just getting angry. Stop it. Can we just chill out? Is the buzzage leaving? I think it left. Good. The buzzage is just a lesser eglair, except it doesn't destroy the universe. Which I guess is a good thing. Oh, okay, the birthday raisins are coming out. I don't even know why you went into the house in the first place. There we go. And then we can send excess raisins to the garden with our fizzly bears. And get that happening. You know, efficiency. Or more so, these piñatas being useful for many, many things. Aside from just, you know, being their own self-contained thing. Which is one of the things that this game does very well, is how one thing leads into another very well. Where, like, every one of these bastards are sort of useful, and or all the things you do kind of, like, lead to something. Like, there's no piñata or any of the plants that is just completely useless to get. I think. I forget if there is one. There's certainly some that are more useful than others, of course. And some of the late game piñatas are completely, like, self-contained, where they, being so late game, the whole, like, branch just ends there. Which sucks. Please, little ants. I do like these ants. So it's just unfortunate that they're named after raisins, which is one of my least favorite treats. I don't know. I never was a fan. Even in pastries, it's just like, eh. They're just not that great. They're much the better natural treats. Like, literally any nut. Hmm? How odd. Oh, I know why. There we go. That should help it. I was just seeing that the performance was a little weird while I was in game, and I was like, why is that? This game is not at all resource heavy. And it turned out it was me having a bunch of tabs open in my lovely browser, which that does two things. I do appreciate that the eggs can stack on top of each other when they're still on there, because, like, if that wasn't the case, that would be really annoying, considering the fact that you can't even pick up some of them sometimes, because you're supposed to be able to. You're supposed to be able to, like, pick up the egg, but because of weird hitbox shenanigans, sometimes you just can't. Why? Why? I don't understand how this game works sometimes. Well, that reason was very, very peculiar about going inside of the house, so let's see if we can get it to go outside. Now here's the annoying thing. Even if they have different entrances, as you can see they have one entrance and one exit, they can't exit and enter the house at the same time for some reason. Which, if one resident is entering the house, then the resident can't leave, for example. Which would make a lot more sense if the house only had one entrance and one exit. Like a lot of the houses do, where they only have like one door or something. But, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess it's just the same logic applied to all of them. You know. As you do. Alright, I think that's all of them. Which means that as soon as the rest of these residents hatch, we'll get our reward, and then we can send these guys off to the offer garden. Honestly, don't know what to end up doing with this garden in particular. Is something we can think about, see what one could come up with. One has to get pretty creative because of the fact that there's only so many decorational objects, at least in this game. Oh wow, you can actually see the berry turn from green to its proper color. That's cool. I don't really pay attention to that stuff when I usually play. Alright, that's the last egg. Oh, okay, you guys. There you go. Oh, or never mind. Oh, okay. There you go. They fixed it. Oh, there's Triangle Boy. This guy is like made out of just triangles. Like that shape is a triangle. The legs are a triangle. The ears are a triangle. His face is a triangle. My guy is sharp. Just waiting for this one last egg. I might as well grab a mailbox. Or sorry, a crate. They're not called mailboxes. That's the thing you receive your post in. Which is really annoying, because, like, it's called, like, literally a mailbox in Swedish, my native language. So, like, I want to say mailbox, but that isn't accurate. Get out of here, triangle boy. I love you, but we're gonna get to you in eventually. We have ants to look at first. Ah, a thing. Let me see this thing. Ah, thank you for the vowel. We're currently waiting on some ants. Which, this thing is taking forever. Oh! There we go. I guess it heard me. Just gotta wait a few seconds for the reward to happen. There we go. Awesome. Okay, we got that done. Which means we can grab 4 raisins. We want to grab 4 of them. So let's see if we can find the ones that aren't. Because I don't want to grab the raisins that are like our first 2 raisins. Step 4, that's 3 of them. We need 1 more. Are they all going in the house? They're all going in the house. Excuse me. You guys are not nocturnal. Why are you going in your house? Like, it's your house, so you can do whatever you want, but come on. You're daytime animals. Or pinatas. I have been meaning to catch one of your streams for so long now. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. There we go, 4 raisins. We'll send these to myself. That's awesome. There's a freaking arachnid in here, which is why things are happening. Well, too bad, arachnid. We're gonna be leaving this garden. The curse of Piñata. You always go in the house when you don't want them to. Yep. Always. Especially if you're gonna be breeding them or you want anything to do with them. Like, they're like, no, we don't wish to cooperate. And sometimes they're so dead fast on going into the house that they just refuse to listen to your commands. Which is... like, why? Why is that a feature? Alright. So, we're back here again. Our grizzly bears are going to bed. But that's okay. They can sleep if they so want. Because we have stuff to do. Okay, we need to bring out all these raisins. Oh, there's not enough space apparently for me to place all these raisins. So, I guess I'll have to make some space, which I guess that will be what we're doing. Though, partly I think the space is being taken up by all of our nocturnal pinatas deciding to go outside. Which, did you know, when a pinata inside of its house, it does not count as taking up space. So when all of your pinatas decide to go outside of their houses, suddenly you might have a lot less space to work with. For some reason. Even though technically you have the exact same amount of space. When you really think about it. Okay, so this Swanana is sent off. This Macaraccoon seems stuck. Are you stuck up back there? There you are. It's so hard. Let's see if we can help this Macaraccoon from being stuck. Buddy. Can you get out of there? Can you get out of there now? Garden space is so finicky. Yep, you gotta do a lot of tricking around to make it work. And freaking, the most annoying thing is that wild pinatas can make up a lot of your space in your garden without you knowing it. Like, I saw last time that, like, a shit ton of the garden space was being taken up by one eagler that was sitting on top of the magical house, just being a troll. It's like, why? That is, or one of our water lilies is starting to wilt. If only there was a way to make it so that plants never wilted. Could you guys, like, go to bed? Oh. That way I can, oh, there's enough air on the brook. I can get our raisins out. All these fudge hogs. Oh, you bastard. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bad chickle. There we go. What are you doing? I don't get it. I think the guy ran too fast and got stuck. Let's see if we can figure out how to get out of the water. Are you gonna be able to get out of there? Are you just gonna break apart like Afro Pinatas do when they kind of drown? No, never mind. I guess he just decided to say, fuck it, I can't deal with this shit. These Afro Pinatas don't even know how to drown. Okay, so we have a bunch of Pinatas that are going to bed. Well, they should be going to bed. Go to bed! It's like almost 6 a.m. Okay, I think some of the Macaraccoons are going inside of the house. Good. And we have a Fizzly Bear that's sleeping outside. Funny thing with the sour pinatas is that it's always the same one sour. Like, this mallow wolf is always the same mallow wolf for that particular garden. Provided until you tame them, that is. Go to bed! You silly little badgicles. Do you not know what a house is? Like, I have to teach these little guys how to live their life. How to be reasonable little pinatas. You Macaraccoons should go to bed. Look, your house is open. Why are you going outside? Go to bed. I know it's raining, and it means it's slightly darker out, but like, just go in bed. What happened there? That magical just swung the other one around with its snoot. I think these fudge. Are you guys okay? Are you? Oh my god, they're such a. Now when I want them to go into their houses, so if I can bring out some pinatas, they're like, nuh-uh. We're explicitly not going to go into our houses. Just to spite you. Just go to bed! You have a house. Use that house. There's an elephant now. Hopefully they don't also count as taking up way too much space. You can get out of here, sir. Let's see. We have all the toad chunks in the house. We have all the badgicles in the house. Most of the Macaraccoons are in their house. Let's see here. Let's see, Fanny. Can you be nice enough for me to take out these raisins? Okay. There we go. See? I didn't make any adjustments aside from getting rid of the one Sonana, and for some reason that allows for 4 raisins. So let's get this going already. We'll just have these bears hunt these ants. Oh my god, it's sneaking. You know, because bears can sneak. You sell the candy so that they're not as distracted. Because for some reason they prioritize eating the piñata candy, like, above literally anything else. Living? Nah. Piñata candy. Where's the last raisin? Oh, it's on the bridge. Hey, don't act suspicious. It's an ant massacre in here. Okay, so they did that. Now we can see what the upper requirement is. I might just let him have these in snack time. But this Lickitung is very, very sad. Sorry, little guy. He doesn't like watching ants die. Got it. That kinda just makes me want an anteater piñata. I'm surprised there's no anteater piñata, honestly. Like, the anteater is such a very peculiar animal. You'd think it would be a piñata. Or an aardvark. There we go. Now we got the frog back. It's a good help. But you need to eat medicine? Guess these bears are sick. Let's see. Honey. Turned to medicine. Two honeys. Let's get Bart up in here. Our good old friend Bartholomew. The best stupid long name. I love Bartholomew. It's such a fucking awful name. It's so good. So you guys are just chilling. The sweet tooth is blocking up the path and also being very sad. Hey, poor beaver friend. How about you get some candies? I don't like seeing a piñata sad. The only time I found it slightly funny was when I had a worm that, oh gosh, that wore a cowboy hat that got really sad. How are you guys eating it from all the way over there? Oh, you need it. Go eat the candy. There we go. All these piñatas are so sad. Hey, rude. You don't need more. You also don't need more. You're very happy already. There we go. You're okay. The swarms are doing alright. The sweet tooths are okay. Budger doesn't care. Macaraccoons are like... Oh, there's some of them that are not very happy. Come here. Oh, they decided to go inside with the house. Anteaters and aardvarks might be one of those for these kind of combine two animals into one piñata. Yeah, they could. The anteaters and aardvarks do look pretty similar. Alright, that was the wrong candy. We need happy candies. Shut up, Lottie. I'm trying to make my piñatas not be depressed. It's very important. Okay, what do you guys need? You need to eat your freaking medicine. Go eat your medicine. Yep. These fizzly bears are just stomping on everything. Which is not at all surprising. Get out of the way! Go eat your medicine. Why are you not able to eat your medicine? Or did you look at the magical? Because it's not the medicine. There you go. No? Why are you not eating the medicine? There. It's like when you try to give medicine to dogs and you have to like coat it in peanut butter or something to be like, no, it's good for you. Oh, a read. Thank you. That's really sweet. Oh gosh. Let's see. Oh, not that way. We want this way. Are there any invisible ones? Yes, there's one literally right there. There we go. That's not too bad. Do enjoy a raid. Do enjoy getting to stream the Viva Piñatas for the peoples. Now let's see how this goes when they try to go over to their house to do things. Okay, this is just... We might need to remove some of this pond because these Macaraccoons keep on getting stuck in the water. Yeah, I know that the water lily shouldn't be there. But our dear little Macaraccoon can't swim. There. Oh gosh. They're very good at acting. So that music box is giant, or jukebox rather. Yay, I leveled up. Please, Macaraccoon, wake up. Macaraccoon, wake up. Wake up. It's just a chain reaction of bullshit. There, are we good now? No? I'm pretty sure I hit you, but okay. I guess you didn't care. There, are we good now? Will you guys stop accidentally going into the water? Because, my goodness. Okay, so that happened. We're all good. Good experiment. Because I was curious about what happens when you do certain things to certain NPCs. Oh! You have something to say, my man? I think I'm very funny. Hey, go do your job now. I had my fun. Except for the fact that I could actually hit him in the face, and that would also be interesting to see what kind of reaction he gets from that. I'm sorry, my dude, I like you, but I need to know. Well, maybe that's a problem. He's like, don't hit me, there's no other doctor here that can treat me. Like, my guy. Maybe maybe Piñata Island needs more doctors. Maybe Piñata Island needs less gardeners and more doctors and, like, you know, in general, for, I don't know, people that can provide services. He's all the emphasis fun lines when you hit the water and yeah. Except for CDOS. He just thinks it's hilarious. Piñata Island absolutely needs more doctor. Are you kidding me? Yep. The amount of chaos that happens, and he's like a piñata doctor, right? Are there any human doctors? Or is he also a human doctor? Because he says he's a doctor, but wouldn't a person that treats piñatas be more of a veterinarian than a doctor? So, like, what is going on here? Or is it because of the fact that some of the piñatas are counted as, like, you know, people because they talk and shit? Does that mean that they're, like, seen as people? And thus you have doctors instead of veterinarians? Poor Patch is constantly rushing to get to Piñata before the start. It needs help. Yep. Like, they're just constantly racing each other, pretty much. And, like, sure, he has a car! But, like, it's a pretty shitty car. Just gonna wait for this little fizzly bear baby to hatch. And then I might start on another garden so we can get the pixie going. Oh, you evil. Evil man. Come on already. Oh. Yeah, for visitors coming out. Well, let's see if it can. Tamed kind of impressions with a Piñata and a human doctor, but in terms of what's canon, we don't really know for sure. Yeah. There's a lot of things that they left very vague. There's the baby Fizzly Bear. I mean, that does give room for interpretation, which is fun. Alright, we got the baby Fizzly Bear. I'm gonna move on to the upper garden so we can get some raspberries and that one Solana going. Which is why it's a fun thing to be honest. Yeah. I honestly enjoy that they leave so much unquestioned. Or rather, I think it would be even more fun if they actually continued the series and maybe answered some of those questions, but what do I know? Take Z down. Let me have this load. Replace these with more lore. I want more lore. Lore is fun. Especially when this fucking game, or this series, I guess, has so much more under the surface than you might just glean from just playing casually. Which is insane. Also, why would I do this? Let's do the superior method. It's called boxes. Yeah, Fanny. It's really cool that I have a box. There's so much more. There's so much to it. Stop it, Lynx. I'm doing work. Yeah. Wait. And there's so much of it that they just don't go into any detail or give you any context for. It's just like, yeah, here's the thing. We're not gonna talk at all about it. You're just gonna be here's the concept of human piñatas. Enjoy. We're not gonna talk about it more. Like, you're just gonna mention it, but you're not gonna address it in any sort of way, or the repercussions or anything of the sort? Just nothing? Jeff A is very cursed. Or Jeff. I still don't know. I'm just gonna call him Jeff, like I did that the other time. But like, it's just... What? It doesn't make any sense. Does it leave us? Nothing makes any sense. Will leave us. You put up with so much. I can't stop thinking about when she just randomly teleported into a spot and then proceeded to basically take forever to notice that she was stuck and then punch through the fence multiple times. Why? There is nothing here, my man. There's only dirt. There's no point in you visiting. Another thing they don't really elaborate further on is the fact that magic fucking exists. Like, huh? Excuse? Because, like, characters use magic left and right, and it's like, is that just a thing that exists in this universe? Is that just a thing that happens when you live on Piñata Island? Do you become a fucking wizard? Because if that was the case, sign me up. Like, I'd want that. That's cool as shit. But it's like, is it just something? Do you have to go to, like, wizard school? Or, like, how does that work? Leave us explain things. It's very nice of you to mention and say that Pachinko is very qualified for his job. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish to know. Because, like, you might be like, oh, it's just a funny video game thing. But, like, it's so prevalent. It's not just a coincidence or just something, a silly one-off thing. No, it's consistent. Why? Why must we have been left in the dark? And clearly, human people can use the magic as well, which is because every character that uses the magic is human. So it's like, I want to know more. We also don't know we don't get to know at all how the rest of the real world looks like in this universe in which Viva Piñata takes place. Like, what does that look like? How's that situation? Does magic exist there as well? Because that would be cool. But this is another thing that if they ever continue this series, please, I need to know. I wish to know all the things. I also wish to know why some of the piñatas act like people and why some of the piñatas act like animals. Like, how does that work? How did that happen? Why are some of them sapient? Why are some of them not? Like, what determines whether this Lickitung can speak and whether this Lickitung cannot speak? I don't understand. I wish I knew. So, let's actually work on some things. We need to have a swan fountain. I think what I'm going to do, because we already have the Master Romance of the Raspberry from our farming garden, let's do the Master Romance for the Swanana first. Then we can do the Pigsy thing. Because, oh boy, the Pigsy. I like the Pigsy. I feel bad for it though, a little bit. But I mostly feel bad for it because of the fact that both the Swanana and the Raspberry just hate it. Like, why? Why do you hate the child that you made? None of you, like, some of it is inherent magic you're born with, like Gretchen having super senses, Watford lines include she has supernaturally good hearing and smell. Yeah, and then after magic is learned, like, art tinkering seems like something he learned and studied. But again, as for Kanan or who knows? Yeah, but we're just left to try and interpret things. Why don't you also teach us your secrets, Cedos? You also know magic. You can teleport. I know this very well. Hey, Lily! Hold up a little sec. Wow. He liked it. He's like, wow, I'm clean now. Is he just, are you okay? He's gonna stand over there? Not do anything? It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's just peculiar things. But that really make the whole Viva Pinata canon more interesting. Oh. It's so funny some of the characters like being watered and some don't. Leafus fucking hates it. Funny thing though is that all of the characters, see this doesn't talk when you water him, but it does a little happy dance. Yep, he likes it. Funny thing is that none of the like NPC characters do anything about it except for Leafos. She's the only one that apparently has any authority over your tools, and if you misuse them when using them like on her, then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna confiscate your shit for like 3 days. Fuck you." I'm like, Leafos, I understand, but like, really? It's a little harsh. Well, maybe not that harsh if you're hitting her with, like, the shovel or something, because that's just rude. But a watering can? Sometimes she just walks in the flowers to try to water. Wow. It's thing. Ah, it's fallen. Thank you, thank you. Let me hit this. Willie, I need to know for experiment's sake. Do you like being hit by the shovel? It's like, you're not supposed to be allowed to use it like that. Oh, are you scaring away the worm? The worm didn't care. This Malawolf tried to scare this wild worm, and the worm was just like, you know what? I don't care. Good on you, worm. Fearless. I don't even know if this one needs water to do its whole shenanigans. It probably does, considering it's basically just a fancy quackberry. Get out of the way, my little guy. Worm has no fear. I mean, the worm basically is not in danger of any piñata in this game. Well, except for the fudge hog, but the fudge hog doesn't come in unless you have too many worms. Alright, so there we go. No, don't go in your house. Oh, never mind. You can go in your house if you want. I need to still buy this darn fountain. The fountain with the broken mortar texture. Gimme. Let's place it right there. Oh, you can actually sort of see some moving stuff in there, but I still am fairly certain that this texture is fairly broken. We're on no fear. Fudge hog enters the garden. We're on one fear. Yep. Pretty much. Alright, you coming back out. Oh. Hey, look at them! Siblings just hanging out. What do you need? I need a fucking diamond collar. Fancy ass duck. I know it's not a duck, it's a swan. I wonder if swananas are as dangerous as real life swans, where they can just kick your ass. They probably are, considering how fucking huge they are. That's why we were a diamond collar. Like, there's also something that I'm curious about. Like, are humans ever in danger of any of the piñatas that hang about? Because, like, some of them are huge. Like, absolutely fucking ginormous. And also, sour piñatas are dangerous. You need to have eaten free water lilies. Fun, fun, fun. Let's just keep on digging then. Paper cuts are the real danger here. From this one, Anna. Watch out. I guess that is true. Yeah, because all of their, like, their quote-unquote fur is, like, confetti or whatever. and or paper, which, yeah, it's a lot of opportunities for. Oh Jesus, this one is made a very strange entrance, but yeah, like if they don't use that like nice paper, then you don't want to be pinning them in the wrong direction. My hands are constantly covered in paper cuts because I can't stop petting Piñata. This one is uh you doing alright there? You're flying about the swallows. Get out of the way! It's your quackberry, cousin. What? Well, it was a bit of a rough landing there. Alright, let's see. They need 3. We have 4. So we need 6 in total. That's why Leafos uses gloves, probably. Yeah, she does wear gloves. It's 1. That one already will do 3, so technically these effort are used. Excess. It's fine. Oh, is it gonna start raining? Yep. Alright. I'm going to assume that the last requirement is the water. My ruffianess is going over there. I also don't understand the deal with the ruffians. Like, are those peoples? Like, how does that work? Because, like, apparently all the things that people are wearing are, like, masks and all that jazz, but, like, the ruffians are just, like, one giant, oh, hi there. One giant mask. So, like, is there a little person in there? Or, like, is it enough for one of those weird situations where it's like, yeah, we're not gonna elaborate further on the fact on this, especially considering that, oh gosh, I think it's like in the journal or something that Leafus is like, oh yeah, if you misbehave, my mom said if you misbehave, you turn into a ruffian, and like, is that literal? Or is that just, like, one of those thingamajiggies where it's just, like, the parent trying to scare the kid into not doing stuff because stuff's bad? Like how my parents told me as a kid if I watched too much TV, or I sat too close to the TV, my eyes would turn to squares. Which I didn't particularly find very scary because I thought it sounded cool. There's so many questions. So many questions, so little answers. Maybe one day one of the developers will spill the beans if they're not gonna bother to, like, you know, actually continue this series. I wish to know the things. The sweet, sweet facts, unless there are none. In which case they went, oh, we just did the thing because reasons. Which, I mean, alright. That would still be an answer, though. Because there's obviously some thought to it. Alright. Getting all the water. I don't know how much water they need. I'm pretty sure they need water. My god. Stop right there. I'm gonna give you a collar. Viva Piñata, free has been a dream my whole life. Yeah, I was always hoping for, like, a sequel. But, oh, you know, as the years have gone by, it feels like the chances are just lower and lower for Rare to actually do it. Even though I think in this day and age, a new Viva Piñata game would really, really hit it off. Like, I feel like that would be something that people would absolutely adore. Chances are super slim. Yeah. Just the unfortunate part. Yeah, if Viva Piñata had released in, like, around this time, instead of, like, back in 2006, then it would have been a sensation, I imagine. Because it was just unfortunate that it released at the time, because the main, like, market was just, like, first-person shooter game. And that was basically the entire thing. The only thing that people cared about. So, of course this didn't sell at all. And thus they were like, yeah, maybe this isn't really worth it to try and continue. But, like, just do it. This is the time for it. Don't wait until it suddenly is like, oh yeah, now it's back to being stupid brewer shooter garbage again. Unless that's the curse we have to live through, where Viva Pinata only comes out when it's least likely to have an impact on the on the gamers. Life simulators and like Animal Crossing are not the jam of many. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the opportunity is definitely there, and they're very much missing out on not taking advantage on that. Is this seriously not enough water? Okay, this is enough water. Thank goodness. I don't want to have to dig more. Okay, so, and we have the water lilies ground. Well, you guys. Both of you! This is, some freaking, nonsense right here. I would also love an official VP comic series. Hell yeah. That would be fun. Like, we had the TV series, which, to be honest, it wasn't very... Or rather, I don't think, it was good in terms of, like, the focus, because it could have focused on more interesting things. Not to say that the piñatas aren't interesting, but, like, there are characters that you could flesh out more. Like, we could have gotten to know, like, what the Jardinero family did, like, how did all that look like, but no. Have weird nonsense with piñatas. Weekly fan art I make is actually an elaborated scheme for rare to me. I mean, uh, gotta appreciate, what would you call it? The hustle. I'll be honest. One of the reasons I started doing more Viva Piñata fan art was because of the fact that I fucking randomly made a post because I remembered the Newt Cat existed, and I happened to have a clip of it, and I was like, oh yeah, which of the piñatas is your favorite? Mine is the Newt Cat or whatever the heck, and Rare liked the post, like the official Rare account. And I was like, whoa, really? You don't say. And I was like, well, maybe. Just maybe. What if? I do know one thing, what if though? What if this half-life could... Hey! Leave. I know what you're after, mister. You're not allowed to get it. Those flowers are for the Swananas. Get back here. Get out of here. Goodness. Are you done growling over there? Yeah. I don't know. I want to see more Viva Piñata stuff. Preferably, well, we did get quote-unquote merch. Barely want to call it that, with the little pistachio plushie or whatever. It looks so fucking, like, gross. But, like, I don't know. They're giving us things. But it's like, it's breadcrumbs. When we've been going without anything for literal years. So my guy, how many times have I have to tell these pinatas they are not for them? These are for the Swananas. These are for the Nya. I remember not knowing what, like, Nya was like when I first was on the internet. And I thought it was just this Swanana noise. But then I got to learn that the Swanana Nya noise is not not at all what most people refer to when they say Nya. Mm-hmm. Alright. I love turning around for a couple of seconds and just seeing some stupid nonsense. Where's the third Swanana? Oh. You're all the way over here. Also, enough for curiosity. How are the fucking pinatas waterproof? No. I don't know what you asked for. Stupid fucking Langston. Get out of here. Both this box and you. There we go. This one on, don't fly anywhere. How are you waterproof? You're made out of paper mache. Which, if memory serves, is not waterproof. In most cases. Get the last one. Let's replant these because, I don't know, why not? No harm in doing it. Water these. Have you go over here. Go look at each other. Well. Okay, you did it. Ladies. Oh. There's an eagler that drowned. Good job. Oh gosh. Ah! Why is this one on us so fast? Ah! Okay, there's multiple hidden ones here. Ah! Some pinatas are unexpectedly fast in this little minigame, which I find very funny. Good job, Eagler. There's a dragonfly here. What do you need? So, right. It has to have all the bull rushes, and then it has to fight the red hot, because reasons. Because reasons. I'm trying to think of other things that, like, there are, like, weird curiosities about this game. Oh gosh. No. Like, what's about for weird things? I guess another weird thing that I sometimes think about is the fact that pinata eggs don't make sense. Or rather, aren't very well explained at all. Like, yeah, they're eggs, and there's a pinata inside of the egg, yes. But when the pinata wants to have a child, it has to go up the mountain or have Storkos fucking give it the egg. That means that the pinata itself does not produce the egg. Like, is the egg made up there? Does it just spawn in? Like, how does that work? The Storkos make the eggs as well? Or, like, what's that whole layout? You guys are going to be doing some shenanigans, I see. Where the hell did the eggs came from? What's up with that? I do wonder if they kind of how does Storkos make the eggs? I don't have fucking then because Storkos was not always there, right? Who the fuck made the eggs before then? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, is there just like a shit ton of eggs up there? They're just laying around? Because like, there's supposed to be like eggs on the egg mountain, but like, huh? How? Is it just magic? Is there some just random guy up there that makes eggs? Is whoever is making the eggs responsible for all the life on Piñata Island that is piñatas? Because it's a little bit of a big burden to bear. Yeah, why? I think partly, I mean, I understand that they made it so that the piñatas don't produce the eggs, because then you don't want to open the can of worms of, like, piñatas that are related to each other breeding, because that's a little fucking weird. But, like, there's just no explanation, aside from, yeah, there's eggs on the mountain. Deal with it. Like, huh? You're not gonna give us any more than that. Like, I don't understand. Could you theoretically make your own piñata egg? And somehow make your own piñata species by making it an egg of something that doesn't exist? Huh? Or does it have... is there more magic shenanigans? Because, like, if that's the case, then you could just learn the egg magic. Or something. You could do that with the Chocolodicus. Yeah! You technically make an egg when you combine the pieces. So, like... Huh? Then also give some questions, like, why is the Dragonosh egg buried underground? Like... Yeah. I mean, Bart does with magic, but... I mean... Sort of? Because you have to have him tinker the parts. And then you put those parts in the storage shed that you got for your place. Which... You have to put them there yourself. You just happen to get a little bit of a helping hand. But like, I don't know. Also, who the fuck buried a bunch of Dragonosh eggs? I see you're putting the pieces together yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Or, well, it would make sense if we had explanations for it, which, we don't. See just what you have to say for yourself. Alright, you're just gonna introduce yourself because apparently you don't have any memory going from garden to garden. What's up with that, too? Like, I know it's just a gameplay quirk, but like... Anytime you start a new garden, some of the NPCs act like, who the fuck are you? Or rather, Cedos is the only one. What's up with that? Maybe it just has very bad memory. assuming they had kind of selected about, but there are infinite ways of interpreting the canon because it's so loose. Yep. Which means you can have many different ways to interpret the different things. Which is fun in a way. It's a lot of freedom, but yeah, like even if it's fun to like make up your own conclusion, it's actually fun to actually know what the fuck's going on, or at least have something rather than here's a vague something. Like, give us more concrete stuff. One desires the knowledge. Also, please. Why is there two Swananatus? Oh, I know now. So this Swanana that is the baby Swanana technically doesn't count as Swanana 3, because it's the second Swanana that we have in this garden. Wait, there's two Swanana. Wait, no, Swanana 3 is the baby. There's just two Swanana for some reason. Like, the logic behind some things is not explained, but the lore of some of the characters is amazing and something I always thought, yeah. There's not a lot of concrete stuff that is touched upon, but there's a lot of interesting stuff there. And definitely some of the characters have some interesting things going on about them, and then you have poor Ivor that got fucking thrown down a well. So much cool character lore. Tried so hard to found the mother when I was a kid. Oh yeah, the mother character in the fucking journal. I remember I was like, she's such a badass. Why did we never get to meet her in the game? But it's like she's always off an adventure, and like, isn't it left kind of ambiguous whether she's still alive or not? I forget. Well, it's so funny though, because he seems like he doesn't even want to leave. Yeah, like, why not just ask someone to fucking, like, get him out of there? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. It's just a well. There's also something very funny about the fact that there is, like, it's very ambiguous, what happened to, Stardos. We don't know at all what happened to Stardos. Not at all. What happened to him? It's such a mystery. Like, you're not even sly. In the slightest. Trying to make it, seem weird. Because it's so easy to fucking draw the conclusions there. Like, the immediate moment where it's like, yeah, here's Stardust in the fucking urinal. I'm like, oh, it's that guy. Like, there was no attempt made there. But what happened to him? We know Pester was involved, and that's about the extent of it. And it made him, like, made something weird fucking happen. Like, is he, like, a sour person? Like, you know how piñatas can become sour and corrupted? Like, is that what happened to the Stardust? My guy, just get out of here! This guy is just gonna be constantly destroying these things. I'm just gonna, I don't have things for you! Yeah, I don't understand, quite what happened there. Like, there's a lot of weird things, like, yeah, we have this weird guy and it's living just literally right across the thing. He's a sour person. He's sour in a different way to the ruffians and pests who are also sour people. Yeah, but they don't seem to be, like, magical. Well, the ruffians are a little bit magical, I guess. His eyes are different, and he doesn't have sharp teeth like sours. Yeah, I don't know what's up, like... He just looks fucked up. Like... But like, I don't know. It's just so many things. But like a spiritual interpretation, we don't know for sure. Could you not? Yeah, we don't actually know. Let's think that we're supposed to give him a very sour candy. He got corrupted and yada yada. The magic just seems to be an extra factor. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can interpret it. Oh, there's also the strange fact that apparently gave him more magical properties. Like, he can fucking phase through objects and fences. Like, is that just additional magic? Or is that something he knew before? Or is that, like, because he's a fucking ghost? Did that mean he died? Because, like, it's a little, all messed up. If that's the case. Because, like, I mean, I could see it. I mean, all the NPCs, or at least the NPCs that do actually mention him, fucking talk to him. Talk about him like he's fucking, like, dead or something, or that he's, like, disappeared forever. If it's a ghost, it would mean Stardust fucking died. Yeah, but wouldn't that also mean that, like, Professor Pester is responsible for the murder of a child? Or, like, just a person? I don't have any clue how old these fellas were when that whole thing happened. Cause, like, I don't know. It's a little weird. Though, to be fair, out of all the characters, Pester would probably be the one person to kill someone. Even... I never really see him as that big of a threat because he seems like kind of an idiot, but also at the same time, I don't know. I could totally see it. I don't go that far. Be cured and Stardust again, but like, with the sour scars covered by a new mask. Wow. Oh gosh. Me. Yeah, I don't get what Pester's deal is, honestly. But, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can interpret it. Like, I'm sure they're, like, that would be a cool thing if they made a third game where you could actually get more interactions out of the NPCs and potentially do things like cure like the Stardust so that he stops watering your garden and becomes a nice friendly NPC. That would be cool, and something that you could do outside of just unlocking new Piñata things. And maybe you could become better friends with all of the other NPCs that hang out in your garden. And thus learn more about them. Which I think would be an interesting twist if they were to make a new game. And do little errands for the NPCs and come become friends with them. Get rewards. Yeah, we only get a bunch of information about, like, the main family. But all of the other NPCs are kind of left in the dark, aside from very short, small information. So, like, it would be cool if we could get some extended lore about them, too. That isn't just leave us spouting a bunch of rumors. I want Gretchen all day. She's so cool. Gretchen is cool. She just looks a little... Well, her mask looks a little peculiar. But I think that's the entire point. Personally, I don't want the Stardust to become Stardust again, though. I think I'd be disappointed. But it's really interesting to think about. Yeah. Or at the very least, like, if you can't cure him, which, I mean, there's also something interesting about the fact that, some things can't be cured. But, like, what if instead, like, you help him reunite with his fucking family. Like, because even in the second game, the rest of the family is just like, oh, the Stardust, he's a little bastard lad, we don't know who the fuck that guy is. But like, what if you were able to tell them that, yeah, did you know, the Stardust is Stardust? You should be nice to him because that's your brother! Your fucking son! Don't you think that would, like, I don't know, make them go a little bonkers? Just a little? And maybe help the Stardust stop being such a bastard land? I just want the family drama of them finding out the creepy villain next door is their long-lost brother. Since then, but I've heard that's one of the Spanish. Gretchen has a very deep voice, and since then I've been bisexual. You know what? Fair enough. I forget what her voice is like in Swedish. I mean, we could just go give her a visit right now. What do you have to say for yourself? She does speak with a little bit of a darker inflection, or deeper inflection, rather. Could ask you for something. Do I want to ask you for something? I could ask you for another crocodile, I guess. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I do remember playing this game back in 2007 or 8 or whatever, and then finding out that some of the piñatas that are like, you know, how the cows are cows. And I'm like, but they're both ladies. And they love each other? I can't fucking believe the fact that I can say that, yeah, Viva Piñata was when I realized that homosexuality exists and is totally fine and acceptable as a thing. What a mechanic where you can see the mother and maybe she takes you on a boat. I don't know. I mean, that could be cool where she takes you to some of the smaller Piñata Islands around Piñata Island. I would love to have her as a funky sailor. She seems like a cool character just based off of the fact that she goes on adventures and stuff on the boat. And maybe we could actually learn her name, unless she decided to go, fuck it, say, yeah, my name is Butter. That's my name. In which case I would not question it at all, because that's totally in line for characters in this game. I don't know, there's a lot of things you do. If I can come out of your houses, you slow. Imagine naming your child Mother, though. But what if she chose her name? To be fair, I have seen people name their children very strange things. Like my sibling was named Sparkles, or the Swedish equivalent of Sparkles. Like, when you actually stop to think about it, you're just like, wait, that's kind of stupid sounding. You're a brand new mom. You gave birth. And you look at your baby and go, yeah, yes, Mother. Sparkles. Yeah. Oh, did all the candies break? I think all the candies broke. Whoops. Spending too much time talking about stuff. Get out of here, Lottie. I still have bad memories of you, Lottie, yelling at me as a child. You are number 2. You are number 2. You just gonna... Hey. There we go. There we go. Look at each other. No, don't do it! Don't. 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 There we go. You! Evil. Evil, evil, evil. It's basically my reaction to flies in real life as well when I see them in my window. Evil. Don't know how many swans left we got. I haven't been keeping count. There you go. Oh gosh. Let me adjust myself in the chair as I sit in the chair. Not like how you're supposed to sit in the chair. Because it's my chair and I do as I please. There we go. What do you got for me, Gretchen? Oh yeah, the crocodile. I forgot. Give me. Not that they will be keeping it in here. I don't want to have it for enough for garden. Yeah, you're looking at me, little guy. Give me a box, Fanny. I don't understand Fanny's state either, but like, you can tell me all you want that she's just wearing a mask, but no. There's no head inside of that mailbox. I am convinced that she's just mailbox head. And there's nothing you can tell me that it's like, no. That's just how she looks like. She scared me as a child. Because I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Why is she so scary? She's not that scary, but like, to a 6-year-old, it's pretty scary. Ah! Lightning. It's very bold of Storkos to be flying in this kind of weather. Like, don't get hit by lightning now. That would be very bad. Gosh. You just eat the candy. It's not that hard. You'd be shocked at how easy it is. Remember this bang. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember to count. So this will be number 6. So this will be number 7. Okay, so what we got? We'll be getting all of our Swananas done with this last egg. That's great. That's good. Alright. Just gotta do this minigame one more time. Yeah. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. We got it. Alright, cool. So that's done. Bitch. Let us construct the mystery house. Which, wow, it sure is such a mystery. Sure, it's a mystery, but the icon is right there on the thing. Like, they could have made it like a question mark, I guess, but I don't know. They didn't really try to make it all that mysterious. Well, I guess if you don't know what the pixie is, you go, what the fuck is that thing? No, don't. We don't need that in here. Alright, let's get one singular raspberry. And then we're gonna do the thing that is known as, hope. And by that I mean, I'm going to try very, very hard to make sure that the pixie does not just absolutely get destroyed this as soon as it hatches when we actually do get it. Because apparently Swananas and raspberries hate pixies, even if the pixie in question is their child. Which, is a little, you know, it's a little strange. You'd think at least like the raspberry and the swanana that partook in creating the Pigsy would at least be like, yeah, that's our child. We're not gonna immediately fight our child. And I feel bad for the Pigsy. It deserves better. Or rather, it deserves better parents, I guess. But, you know. It's also Piñata. I wish I could, like, you could do something to help it, like, walk better. Because, like, it limps around, and it's like, man, what if I got you, like, I don't know, something.
Jag gillar inte att skvallra om folk, men jag tror att Bastardos är någon slags vän till professor Pester.
Leafus here says, I don't like to gossip about people, but I think the Stardust is some sort of friend to Professor Pester. Leafus! If I could just tell you so many things. If I could just talk in this game. I could spill so many beans for you. You fucked up creature. The pixie is a little funky, but I like him. They're just a little guy. Alright, so we gotta do the ribbons requirement. Sure you don't like to gossip, Leafus. Leafus loves to gossip. She's just a big liar. Where she's like, I don't like to gossip. Girl, that's literally all you talk about. It's the only thing you do! You gossip about everyone and everything. And like is interesting. Yeah, are they actually friends? Are they in allegiance at all? Because I would imagine that I don't think the Stardust would be all too happy about Professor Pester, but also at the same time, does the Stardust know what happened? Does he have any memory of it? Does he care? Like, what's that whole thing about? Also, I'm just making some cash here. Yeah, like, I'm guessing Leafus is just trying to draw conclusions from the fact that, you know, I don't know. They both like to break piñatas open or something, or I don't know. Leafus, you're very close to drawing some lines of conclusion that would actually lead you to somewhere where you would, you know, learn something. But you're drawing the wrong conclusions. Is it just a mysterious, like, boss? Some kind of control over him, or are they actually allies? We have no fucking clue, honestly. Like, from what I can tell, they don't seem to care about each other at all. Like, they never struck me as those two had anything to do with each other aside from, you know, Professor Pester being responsible for shit. But, like, do they actually work together? Because it sort of doesn't seem like it. He's clearly not, like, a direct minion, like the ruffians, at least. But aside from that, I have no idea. They both like breaking open piñatas, though. I have to think that they hate each other because they're the starters of secrets, so there's some leverage there. Yeah. Leafus is a gossip girl and doesn't check her info if she's angry at both. Oh, you know. Yeah, maybe it's just like she doesn't like the Stardust or Pester, so she draws the conclusion that, oh, obviously they must be working with each other then, because they're both bad. You want 2 experiments? Yeah, sure, Langston. That's fine. could also be it. Yeah. Doesn't like either of them. It's just like, oh, well, clearly if I don't like them, then they must be in allegiance with one another. There could only be one way. But little do you know, Leafas, it's not always the case. But also it makes me wonder, like, why is none of the other NPCs try to confront the starters? Are they, like, scared of him or something? Like, he clearly only cares about breaking open piñatas. Unless, I don't know, does he go around hitting people with sticks as well? What does this man do to make people not want to talk to him or for them to look a bit weird and float around? Like, obviously there must be other people that can float, right? Because magic exists. Somebody must have been able to find out there's a levitation spell. So, like, is it really that weird? Or are people just like, nah, it's a guy, it's a weirdo that lives in the woods, we don't want to talk to him. But, like, why not, though? You're all weirdos that live in the woods. I wish we knew. Yeah. Let's, carefully tap this hazelnut. Also, does Cedas know? Yeah, there is an interaction with Cedas and the Stardos. Actually, that is a special interaction when Cedas is mad. Like, absolutely furious with you because you hit him and steal his seeds. And he and the Stardust are in the garden at the same time. And when Cedas throws his weed seeds, the Stardust and the Cedas will kind of face each other and laugh at each other. Or at least do their laughing animation. And it's like, huh. Do you guys know each other? Is there something special going on? What's up with that? Huh? Mischief Bros. Yeah. The really unfortunate thing is that Cedas does not give a single shit about him aside from the fact when he's mad. Which, I don't know, what does that say? Siblings bonding at my pain. They're enjoying the chaos because angry. I don't know if the video if that interaction is like true if they just look at each other by coincidence. I know there's at least a like sort of a variant of the interaction because I've seen it in person. Like I've actually tried to get the interaction going myself. Uh, One video I saw of the interaction was in Trouble in Paradise, which they definitely turn to face each other. Meanwhile, in this game, when I tried it myself, Cedos more so looked at the camera than turned to face the Stardos. So, it could just be that they changed it slightly for Trouble in Paradise, or, you know, there is something strange going on. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. And you kind of need to recreate it a couple of more times. Also, there's the Rorio. I like the Rorio. To actually get to know. Which, I mean, if I ever do a part 2 of the iceberg, it's definitely something that I'd want to try and get more footage of. Even if it's very difficult, actually, to accomplish those things. Stardust also laugh when you hit Cedas, though, as well as Leaf Frost and Patch. Oh! Which is really funny. Maybe he's just... Maybe, just maybe, our boy the Stardust is a little bit of a... It's a little bit of a sadist. So he does free as well. He doesn't laugh when you hit Bart or Villy. Oh, you know. Maybe it's because of the fact that both Bart and Willy kind of, like, are a bit more threatening in terms of their response when you hit them, because they're like, hey, why the fuck are you doing that? Meanwhile, if you hit, like, at least Siras and Patch are like, no, don't do that, it's bad. Ouch. And then Leafus is just wagging her fucking finger at you. But it doesn't quite line up because Leafus does not give a shit. She also sometimes takes away your stuff, which is certainly something. Alright, I think they have to be at maximum happiness for this to work. Yep. I think it's more though, because like those are the characters he has some kind of connection to. You see Duffs and Leafus being his siblings, Patch being his rival. So he thinks it's funny when you bully them. That makes more sense than like, yeah, for stuff. It's like, he doesn't have any connections at all when it comes to Billy or Bart. Alright, let's grab this random Swanana. What do you need? Good thing we have a lot of water lilies. I don't know, there's a lot of very interesting interactions that, kind of would be interesting to see if there's more that just people haven't discovered yet. Because, like, I did not know about the fact that the Stardust lasts if you, like, hit Leafos and whatnot. Mostly because I probably never thought to do that. No, don't go into the house! Darn you, Sonana. Also, is it just me or is it really strange that the game fucking encourages to hit CDOS with the shovel? Like on the loading screen tips and stuff. Like, why? That's so mean. Keep trying to hit Starpost too, but it's so far I've never managed it. She flies away too fast. Yeah, she is very finicky. If you want to try and interact with her with your tools. Guys are waiting in line to get into the house. I don't want you to do that. I'm sure there's a way to somehow glitch her to stay a bit longer. Because she does get stuck on objects. If you try hard enough. Which is also why sometimes she fails to be able to deliver eggs. Maybe one day. I want to know if she has any interactions, or if you can like talk to her or do anything with her while she is in your garden space. Look at each other. Or is it the... Hey, Raspberry. Look at the Swanana. No? Is this the Swanana that has to engage with it? Is it because you're not a maximum happiness? Is that why? Come on. Golly gee. Also, Ivor, why do you have two mouths? What's up with that? Is one of them a fake mouth? No! No! Stop it! I'm trying to make these things work. You guys just flying away. Fucking get over here! You bastard. There. Can we get this going? There we go. Yeah, Ira's mask is weird. Like, depending on which way his mask is his upper mouth becomes like his eyebrows, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, and he can just flip it around as he pleases, as one can see when he's still, like, Like when he's still in beggar mode, he has like a weird idle animation where he just randomly flips between like the two faces. Like, my guy, is that just something you can do whenever you please? Is that like a fun party trick that you bring up? You sure that doesn't freak people out? Like, if I was to meet someone that can just, you know, flip their head like some weird fucking, like, a Silent Hill monster, I would just be like, nah, no thanks. Yeah. Oh, I don't get to see the fucking, I have to fucking willingly watch this. Why not? I'm surprised it didn't was like, oh, you wanna watch this? No. Why is the audio quality on this one so bad? It's so crusty. Yeah, that idle animation is a rare one, which if I were to restart this game again to gather more footage, I would probably try to gather some more extensive footage of that, because I only ever seen like a small clip of it. Mostly because it's so beneficial to fucking make him not a beggar. Even though, my god, fucking Ivor made me think there was like a mini game, like a hidden mini game in this game. Because he was like, I bet on pinata racing all the time. And I'm like, there's pinata racing? Where can you do the pinata racing? I want to do that. I want to race the pinatas. And it's probably like, I don't know, foreshadowing to like one of the mini games in the next game. But like, I legitimately thought there was a racing minigame in this game that you could activate or get to by doing a secret interaction with Ivor while he's still a beggar. But clearly that's not a thing. There's enough for curiosities as well, like, one can agree. Most of the helpers are definitely people. Are definitely, like, just regular old humans, right? What's up with the wheedling? Why is it that small? Is that literally just like a toddler walking around? Like, or is it just people are that small? Although we don't really get a good sense of scale in this game, like how big things are. Even though I'm pretty sure Leafus is just like, here's an average person. Or at least that's how I interpret, like, Leafus is like, this is, like, your average woman in this universe. Or your average human in comparison to all these things in your garden. To give you at least some sense of scale. But, like, still, very curious about that. It also makes me wonder what the origin of the pinatas are, actually. Like, the pinatas themselves. Like, did they just exist here before people lived here? Have people always lived here? Is it in one of the situations where there's people that are native to the island? Or like, how's that whole thing? Was it just a randomly found island and it just happened to have weird magical fucking paper pinatas on it? And that wasn't like a revolutionary thing? Gotta go now. It was fun to talk with you guys. Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for coming to the stream. Hope you had fun. Alright, so we got the pigsy egg. I'm going to do a smart thing. Which is, I'm going to do something that, frankly, I should have thought of every time I did this. Which, we're gonna put this egg in stasis. I'm gonna be quiet, because I need to cook. Just know I will be nodding along with all your comments and questions about the lore. Yes, thank you. There we go. Egg. Let me see if we can get another pixie going. Because usually, like, what I have to do is that I have to get another pixie and it's really annoying, so I'm just gonna be very smart. And see if I can, have this work. Are you not at maximum happiness? Do you need to be at maximum happiness? Again? Because you lost one tick of happiness? Oof. Okay, there we go. No? Thank. Am I not allowed to do it again just because there's a... Fine. If I send this... will you then be able to do it? Or, let's see. Does it have to specifically be a joy candy and not just maximum happiness? Because it might just be that it has to be specifically a joy candy. Because... bullshit. We have a sweet tooth just absolutely demolishing everything. Could you not? There. Will that work? That will work. So it's specifically a joy candy. Oh, no, 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 my guy. Here. I give you $400 to fuck off. Oh, what are you gonna fucking do about it, huh? I hit you in the face. What's the worst you're gonna have me do? There? Golly. Alright. Quickly. What? This thing. What is this thing? I got a dude. Let me check out this dude. Ah. It's dude. Hello, Flory. I appreciate the dude. My dear dragonfly, could you get out of the way? Please, dragonfly. Please. Please, I want to break the sour candy! You bastard, you. Why is there so many piñatas trying to break my shit? Ow! Get out of the way! Thank you. Okay, we got our second pixie egg. That's great. I don't think we need to swan on us for literally anything else. Pretty sure we have all what we need, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna sell the buffer stuff that we don't need. And get this one on us out of their house. So that we can get these pixie eggs hatched. And go grab the other one. Come here. There we go. Take it out. We do want to get rid of you and you. Actually, I feel bad for selling the two originals of the piñatas that we have. So, I'm sure we can find a garden for these two swananas. We can relocate these swananas. It's probably the best idea. So, you and you. We're gonna send... Oh, the pixie hatched. I was fairly certain that this one was running over there to fight the baby. There. Now I want to get rid of the rest of these before they see the baby and try to fight it. Because they're mean. There's the baby! This is their little baby pixie. There we go. We removed all threats. Because the raspberries and the swannanas are mean. Yeah. Had a lot of lore talk today. And I think with our pixie, which hopefully we'll get to romance it before it gets absolutely demolished by a mallow wolf. I think next time we're gonna try and get the mallow wolf. We did get the pixie today though, which is not a small feat. So let's prepare for next time, where we'll romance the pixie. And I'll wrap up by just setting some stuff up. There we go. Because today was a pretty fun stream. Had a lot of Viva Piñata lore chatting. It's always enjoyable. My guy. What are you pointing at? Yourself? Oh, experiment in the air. Wait. Yeah, what's the experiment in the air? That sure made sense. These freaking cat-flies. I think... Alright, so we got that set up. We have this second pixie. Which, I'm gonna see to that this thing hatches, and then... I'm gonna be done for today. Had a lot of fun, talking about unexplained Viva Piñata lore. Twitch won't let me logins on my phones for some reason, so I guess I'll actually have to go while I cook. That's alright. I'm gonna be going soon anyways, which, thank you for joining, the stream. It was such a nice chill time. So, yeah, I hope you had fun. I certainly had. It was a lot of fun, just kinda rambling on about some of the lore in this game. Which, there's a lot of it. And, my gosh, there's so many theories one can make. But, one day maybe we'll get answers. If not, in the meantime, I guess we'll just make our own. There's so much more to this game than what meets the eye. Yeah. Thanks for the great stream. Yeah. Thank you for watching and chatting. This was a lot of fun. Oh, our two pixies have hatched. I want to see what their house is like, and then I'm gonna get going. Come on, little guy. You can walk a little faster. There we go. Let's look at it. Alright, they have pillows. Baby darlings. Anyways, that'll be all for today. Next time we're gonna get this bad boy. After we manage to romance the pixie. And then, maybe after that we'll get the bond boon so we can finish up the whole Tower of Sour. And then see where we go from there. Maybe we'll get a special pinata. A specially dragony pinata. But that is for the next stream. Which the next Viva Piñata stream will be next Tuesday, as usual. And then, if you want to watch more streams this week, I'll be streaming on Thursday as well. We'll see what I end up doing. It could be anything, basically, but probably something fun. But I'm gonna call it for today. had a really was a really fun stream today. Had a lot of fun chatting. Got a couple of things done, and we have some stuff set up for next time. So I will leave it at that. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is. And I will see you some other time. Bye, bye.